17 is now in the books, and so is the regular season. Man, I don't know about you guys, but it felt like it just flew by to me. So anyways, we are down to our 14 teams for the playoffs. 7 AFC and 7 NFC. It is now said.
You shall be the fellowship.
No, let's go with something a little more classy.
It has begun.
Yeah, that's better. So we're going to be getting 6 games this coming week, 3 Saturday, 3 Sunday, whittle it down to the Elite 8 of the NFL. Anyways, back to this week. The title of the show is Above and Beyond, and we're going to show you some players that went above and beyond, not just the guy who took home the award and proved to everybody.
Never judge a book by its cover.
But there are 3 players that I wanted to talk about. One relatively unknown. Nobody heard of this guy, even I hadn't, and my job is to find these turds. 2 are legit superstars, but they did so good in their own right that I felt we should give them a little bit of a shout out. Anyways, okay, first one, little shout out goes to the Rams quarterback who took over for Jared Goff, John Wolford. This guy was thrust into the starting position, but if you didn't know that and you just watched the game, you would say this guy's an NFL quarterback. He had so many good things going for him, at least from my eyes. He had great pocket presence. He was a lot faster than I thought. I never expected him to have that kind of speed, and he made just some beautiful throws. Here's just one here across his body from the opposite hash mark to the other end of the field, and he even compensated for the crown of the field. What's the crown of the field, you ask? It's this thing right here. And when you see that, it's easy to overthrow or underthrow and not adjust properly. He did a beautiful job of that pass. I think that is what NFL scouts actually call an NFL pass, because making that, like I said, across your body, opposite hash, that was just really, really great job. And he did good enough to help the Rams win and get into the playoffs. Good for him. All right, now the 2 stars that did even better than expected. Rookie wide receiver Justin Jefferson for the Vikings set 2 NFL records: most receptions by an NFL rookie and most receiving yards. Those are 2 huge accolades. He passed 2 incredible players, Anquan Boldin and the great Randy Moss. And yes, the great Randy Moss is incredible, and he was actually a Vikings rookie at one point. I think he should be the offensive rookie of the year. It's probably not. It's going to be Gilbert from the Chargers. I guess rightly so. The quarterback is a decidedly hard position. Anyways, the second star, he's already a stud, and he just became like stud extraordinaire. Derrick Henry, the one-man wrecking crew for the Titans, became the 8th player in NFL history to rush for 2,000 yards. And if you had him on your fantasy team, man, you were sitting pretty all year. This guy just crushed it week in and week out. And what makes it even more spectacular, to get to 2,000 yards, he had to rush for 223 yards going into this last game. So it was pretty easy to look at this last Week 17 matchup against the Texans and say, well, he's going to help his Titans get into the playoffs. 2,000 yards, that's a really far off goal, but if he gets close, he gets close. No, he smashed it. He got about 247 yards on the ground. He easily eclipsed 2,000 yards, 8th player in NFL history, and he just was phenomenal. So, yeah, big accolades to him. Now, to the cat that proved he can ball, Isaiah McKenzie, wide receiver for the Buffalo Bills. He had a pretty good game stat-wise, 6 catches, 65 yards, 2 touchdowns, and to add to that, he had an incredible 85-yard punt return for a touchdown, which I personally love. I used to love kickoff and punt returns, but rules have really changed a lot to the kickoff return is just pretty much a guaranteed touchback these days. Anyways, the reason why he's extra deserving of this award is that every now and then you'll see a play that kind of redefines an ability or skill. I remember a few years back, Jerome Bettis redefined what trucking was when he ran over all-pro linebacker Brian Urlacher. Earlier this year, Derrick Henry, the Mr. 2,000 yards, redefined what it was to give a proper stiff arm. And this week, I was in awe of the way Isaiah McKenzie redefined what acceleration is. Take a look at this punt return and take a look at how he stops at certain points and he just floors it. This guy just hits the gas. He just flies down the field, slowing down and then just accelerating on a dime. That, in Madden stats, when you get to 99 is when you're maxed out in ability. That was like a 110 acceleration. This guy has a boost right out of the gate. He's incredible, and he showed.
This cat can ball, man.
So that's going to wrap it up for the end of the regular season, Week 17 here on This Cat Can Ball. I hope you guys liked it. If you did like it, please hit the like button. Consider subscribing. Next week at this same time, I'll have the award for the wildcard games. I try to have it out at the end of every week, also on my channel. If you guys are into spicy foods, there's Damn Hot Stuff, where I recently did the Death Nut 2.0 challenge, which was by far the hottest thing I ever tasted in my entire life. I don't recommend it, but I recommend watching it. Anyways, guys, I really hope you like it. I hope to see you guys tuning in next week. I am Omar, and I will see you guys next time.
Sure, come on, sure.